First, in HD, this is 13 Eyewitness News at 6.
We have an update now on breaking news we first brought you on Live at 5. A mother sentenced to prison for not protecting her little girl from abuse. And good evening, friends. I'm Dave Ward.
And I'm Gina Gaston. It is an unusual case. A mother held accountable for failing to prevent the abuse that killed her own daughter. Just about an hour ago, the jury sentenced the mother to prison. Her family had begged for mercy. Eyewitness News anchor Katie McCall is live from the Criminal Justice Center in downtown Houston with reaction to the decision. Katie?
Gina, Abigail Young was sentenced to the maximum 20 years in prison for this crime, and immediately after hearing her sentence, she heard from her ex-husband, little Emma's father, and from her former mother-in-law, Emma's grandmother, who said because of her actions, their lives will never be the same. Abigail Young reacts to her sentence, 20 years in prison and a $10,000 fine for her role in the death of her 4-year-old daughter, Emma. Moments later, her ex-husband, Emma's father, addressed her in a powerful victim impact statement.
Surely the person that sat up on Christmas Eve with me and put together doll houses wasn't the same person who would sit on a couch and wave at him as he headed up the stairs to our daughter's bedroom. But that's exactly what you did. It's exactly what you did. She was 4 years old. She had her whole life in front of her. You took that away from her, and all she ever wanted to do was make you happy.
Young was convicted of reckless injury to a child by omission for failing to protect 4-year-old Emma from what prosecutors say was repeated sexual abuse and beatings by Young's boyfriend, Lucas Coe. Emma Thompson died last year. Her grandmother gave the final statement.
We won't get to dance at Emma's wedding. We won't get to see her go to her prom. We won't get to see her graduate from high school, and we'll never know what greatness could have come from that little person who was so artistic and so full of life.
The Thompsons had hoped that Young would get life in prison, but this jury convicted her yesterday on the lesser of the 2 charges against her. That was the reckless charge. They would have had to have found that she knowingly and intentionally caused injury to a child by omission in order to consider a life sentence. So the maximum in this case that the jury could give her was the 20-year sentence, and they said they are extremely grateful to this jury. They plan to be at every parole hearing that Young has. We are live at the Criminal Justice Center. Katie McCall, 13 Eyewitness News.